The two most important words in that book are accountability and transparency. I've always been an athlete. Think about every athlete you know. Think about yourself when you were athletic. You wanted some scoreboard. In fact, you had to have it. When you taught that person how to drive, you had the yellow line on the left and the white line on the right. And you taught them the steps of how to drive, right? You're all good at this. Everybody in this room is smart. Everybody is capable of writing and describing your objectives, what you want to do. We want to accelerate from 0 to 30 miles per hour. We want to go straight. We want to be safe. And every one of you is capable of coming up with numbers. Those are the KRs. I'm going to focus, obviously, on your business life, but I'm going to use a couple of examples from your personal life in this, because there's always a gap between whatever your current business is and what it needs to be next. I like the fact that when Justin spoke a few minutes ago, he shared the investor data. He didn't use the word paranoid, but this guy does. How many of you know Andy Grove, the founder and CEO of Intel? Have you heard of this guy? Do you know perhaps that he and his family fled from Hungary because of Nazism? He wrote a book on a thing called semiconductors in an industry that didn't really exist. Went to school in City College in New York and then eventually ended up in a place called San Francisco, prior to Silicon Valley being what it is today. Andy Grove wrote the book, literally, on semiconductors. He also wrote a book that I recommend called Only the Paranoid Survive. Some of you right now might have that, I don't know if I really like this OKR feeling. Some of you may be thinking, that's not for me. Even if the acting president says it's for me, and even if he says I need to do it, it's not for me. I'm here to tell you, it's not hard, and it could be for you, and I strongly recommend that you give it a go. Here's what I know. Leaders practice leadership. In the same way that physicians practice medicine, or attorneys practice law, you guys are practicing how to be a better leader for whomever you're working with. I know this to be true. It's my life work. So OKRs are a management effort. Andy Grove looked around and he said, because he's trained as an engineer, a lot of things aren't working. So he said, how can we measure the impact? He's called the father of OKRs. How can we measure the impact of our efforts, our best efforts? And that's all I'm giving you.